Hola, it's R Becca Cala coming at you with my rhymes and my violin. No matter the context applied, be sure you read the terms and conditions of all you can, cause you don't know what's fake and what's real of it until you did. Hell has no fury like a hard bitch. Most definitely I kept my conscience. I do my best to try to avoid conflict, just sometimes we had to hold solid. Obviously friendship is my first choice, and what I wish to consistently expect. All who I newly meet from simply walking down the street is always my first attempt to extend. So what if I unfriended you online? There's no reason I should try to hide that. I'd gladly tell you why and take the possibility of you yelling at me if you ask. Woo! Hell has no fury like a hard bitch. Most definitely I kept my conscience. I do my best to try to avoid conflict, just sometimes we had to hold solid. I'm kind to my enemies every day, cause I don't know who would eventually try to betray me if I knew you way more than a acquaintances, glitches, intense riches. Listen bitches, let's play. Humanity is too far gone already if we're conditioned to just lay down and die, which is what promoting passive aggressiveness is. Toxic, I know you can't deny. Stop it! Yes, please yell at me if you're angry, and yes, that's me telling you. No one should fear volume, meant to keep quiet is unhealthy generally, yeah, you know it's true. Hell has no fury like a hard bitch. Most definitely I kept my conscience. I do my best to try to avoid conflict, just sometimes we had to hold solid. I'm glad for the enemies I made from my honesty. It's not my fault if you got yourselves more baggage than you can carry, and yes, that includes contradiction. Nothing I have done or said should have ever pushed you up to that extent to get bent right off the hinges. Though, you deserved it for all those times just cause the group around you looked at me with evil eyes. You pretended like we never met before, despite I gave you change when you begged on the street literally. And not just that, then joined their mockery. Wow. So you really are that weak socially, right? Whether or not you would agree, that was what you just proved, yet still I objectively considered. Was that because you've been poisoned from the start? Luke 23:34, forgive them cause they don't know what they do and yeah, it's hard. Hell has no fury like a hard bitch. Most definitely I kept my conscience. I do my best to try to avoid conflict. Now watch my little brother dance circus. Thank you, karma, for doing what you said. Cause if everyone did, that would end all lies and causes for revenge. Have I been one who y'all tried to frame and double curse a lot because it's simply how I sound or how I dress? It's ultra fun to see one's enemies fall, especially after they well deserved. The guarantee of justice has helped me sleep at night and myself not to become a murderer. I noticed there would be very few dirtbags, people who've been stupid evil jerks. If no one was afraid to look a fight in the face, come on y'all, talk to one another. It really is not difficult, though yes it does take effort. For real we know it's worthwhile telling others from the start, so what turns us to enemies don't occur. Cause hell has no fury like a hard bitch. Most definitely I kept my conscience. I do my best to try to avoid conflict, just sometimes we had to hold solid. No, hell has no fury like a hard bitch. Most definitely I kept my conscience. I do my best to try to avoid conflict, just sometimes we had to hold solid. Roar! Hello, this is the violin solo of my song Attempt Friendly First, which is, I believe, my hit, one of, obviously, and it is a hard hip-hop song, so I know it sounds country, just y'all wait. Woo, here we go.